Hey, I'm Neighbor Nate, and this is another episode of the Skin Deep podcast with Wes, who is behind me and getting ready to put some ink on the back of my leg.
Yes, we are. Finishing up a little, yet another poster art tattoo inspired by, who's the band again?
This back one is Goose. Goose is a big touring band right now. So
Yeah,
it's a cool lion.
We're just finishing off probably 30 minutes or so, and this thing will be finalized.
And we're doing this, we're doing a test to see if we could do these live in the studio because that's just more interesting. And as we're doing this, the original topic for this was going to be the sports tattoos, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So we're getting into football season. We normally do these on StreamYard, but shit happened this morning, and so now we're doing it here. But sports tattoos are coming into play. So the Buckeyes are on the news. There's a lot of Buckeye tattoos. What do you see in terms of like sports team tattoos? Like, what are the things that you see coming in and out of the shop that people get?
I mean, typically what I'm doing is the patches, but we see all of it. I know Scotty, our black and gray artist, does a lot of sports, portraits like Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, stuff like that. He's even done like a replica of the horseshoe, the actual stadium. So yeah, you
That's
kind of
interesting.
run the gamut, and we'll kind of talk about some of the different styles today, but going from new school to pulling out tricks to doing patches or stickers to the classic black and gray.
Nice. Yeah, I always think of like sports teams, like I tend to change the sports teams that I like a bit. So like I've always been hesitant to get a tattoo of like the Buckeyes or something because I'm kind of a fair weather fan, I guess. I don't know. But there are some people that are super passionate. I see a lot of Steelers tattoos. Like it seems like a lot of folks like to get Steelers.
Yeah.
Like the Steelers fan or tattoo people.
I mean, for Columbus, Ohio, the number one sports team we're going to do is Blockos.
Blockos, yeah.
Tried and true, different styles. I've seen them done stained glass. I've done them as patches. I've done them just as normal logos. But yeah, Blockos.
What's some of the examples you have today? I think we're looking at these on your phone.
So we've got.
Oh, okay. So that's I'm going to edit these in post so you guys can see the pictures. But this one is
Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson. Right. And that's portrait. That's actually pretty damn close to what the portrait is. That's
He
pretty
nailed
sweet.
it.
Yeah, that's really good work actually. I dig it. And that, so like something like that fits real well on an extremity, on a calf, on an arm,
Yeah.
on, where is not a good place to get your sports tattoo?
I would say it depends on what style of tattoo you're going to get. But obviously, if I'm correct on that one, the client knew where he wanted it, and so then the artist did that layout to specifically fit.
Did that specifically?
On everything.
Yep. All right, now we're going. It's always the first like 2 to 3 minutes that suck, and then after that, the skin is just like, nope, I'm getting tattooed. It's cool.
Keep my tattoo and glasses.
Right. So what else? We got, so that's Allen Iverson. There's the next one we're looking at. This is Club Tattoo Las Vegas. And it's a Cardinals, so I'm assuming Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, but it looks like they kind of did a nice little cool take on a version of the classic sticker logo.
Okay, yeah. Well, and it's nice because they've got the white around that really kind of makes it pop, and then they put the background around it.
Yep.
It's a pretty basic tattoo, though. It's a calf piece, so I can't imagine it's huge.
Yeah, it looks nice. It looks like the logo. It's a tattoo you're going to be able to know what it is from across the street, which is always nice.
Yeah, big and bright, a lot of red. I remember you telling me something about red ink sometimes, that sometimes people have a reaction to the red.
It's very rare, but typically if it's going to happen, it's going to be the red ink.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why, unless it's obviously something in the red. But again, that's pretty rare.
Yeah, it's a lot of red. It's nice and bright. Then we got, that one's actually pretty sweet. It is Jim Lasseret Tattoo, or I'm not sure how to say that name. These are Instagram names. But this is, I can't see the letters, but it looks like a Super Bowl championship tattoo.
I like that because of the different textures and kind of the different way they're working, some different fundamentals. I love the X's and O's, like the clay.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I like that, and the detail on the ring below it is pretty neat too. Let's see if I can zoom in on you a little bit. There we go. There's Wes doing his thing. So you don't have to look at my ugly ass all the time. Yeah, that's a good tattoo. Oh, and then the next one is the classic Chicago Bulls from like the 90s. And that is a sticker.
Yeah.
You don't see it like you do some stickers, but you don't see a lot of stickers. That's a good sticker too.
Yeah, it's done really well.
Yeah, he's got the crease in the top up there, and like the shadow is real nice, and yeah, that's a good. And the execution on the logo that is like a good Chicago Bulls logo. And there's is that Tom Brady? Mike Hamill, 17, Tom Brady.
Again, so now we're going into color portrait.
Yeah.
Which is a whole nother style unto itself and level of difficulty.
Again, putting the red behind it to really make that helmet pop.
Yeah, again, the composition of that tattoo is done really well.
Yeah. Yeah, even down to like the little red behind the Tampa Bay logo, the skull and the swords. My mom's a huge Tom Brady fan, or was anyway. Now that's awesome. We've so this is Revolt Tattoos, and it's a Chicago Cubs logo.
The brick wall texture
that is
on point, and it's brilliant.
Yeah, wow. I mean, it looks like there's like it almost looks like that tattoo's on different levels. Like you could reach out and touch the brick. And the ivy growing around it too adds something that's pretty neat. It kind of almost looks like it's ripping out of the skin too.
Yeah,
Like if you look, I mean, there's a lot to that tattoo. That's a really good one.
That tattooer pulled a lot of tricks off and pulled them off well.
Yeah, that's a great one. Oh, and now we have the soccer tattoo, IVH Tattoos, Liverpool Football Club, which again, like the whole like under the skin, like you're ripping the skin away to reveal the tattoo. Is that super popular with the sports stuff, or is that just?
I wouldn't say it's super popular, but it's definitely one of the options you'll see. And this one's just done so well that I can use this as an example.
Yeah.
Rip outs done well, I think are just cool.
Yeah. Well, and so we're doing this. We're recording this during the week of the Crews. They're in a cup. I forget which league cup it is, but it's not MLS. It's the other league cup, and they've made the finals. And I believe they're playing the Galaxy on Sunday. So I have to imagine that the amount of Crew tattoos that are picking up in this city. You know, I know I've got some friends that are avid, like raging Crew fans. Do you see a lot of Crew tattoos coming through the shop?
No, not at all, which is weird, but I recently just did a Crew patch tattoo, which is actually going to be next, or one of the next ones we talk about. And the reason I chose that one is because I would love to do more Crew tattoos.
Right.
Well, it's super fun.
Yeah, and it looked really good. Like the Crew logo makes a good patch.
Well, that's the beauty of these logos, all of them. They're designed by marketing professionals to be on jerseys, on coffee mugs.
Right.
Like they're simple. They're meant to be patches. They're meant to be stickers in real life. So if you can find an artist who does that style, the logo's perfect for it.
Perfect for it, yeah. What does it take though to take a logo like that and turn it into a patch? Like I've seen you kind of do some of the sketches. So what are you adding in, the seams, or how does it work?
I mean, for me, I don't really have to do anything. I just tattoo it in the patch style because just the layout of it is already kind of good to go.
Yeah.
It's almost like a turnkey tattoo for me or like Flash.
Yeah.
Because it's just now all I need to do is add the texture of the thread.
Yeah.
And it's good to go. There's no tweaking of the design.
Yeah, that's I think if I did get a sports tattoo, it probably would be some type of a logo or a patch. I don't think I would get the face of an athlete. Like some people, if you're really passionate about that athlete, like go for it. But I don't know if I would do that. This one's cool though. This is the Steelers tattoo without. It's really just the 3 stars.
So I chose this one because it's so simple, but they spice up the 3 stars really well.
Yeah.
It didn't go crazy, but it's just kind of a great example of what you can do, just throwing a little bit of spice onto something simple and giving you something super, super cool and unique.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely the shadows on the bottom make it look like there's a lot of. I like the tattoos that look like they're coming off the skin almost, you know. And then we have the Phillies monster. What is that guy's name?
I'm sorry, which one?
The Phillies monster. This is
And then not a lot of people are going to get this, so if you don't understand what I'm about to say, look it up. There's a famous 70s lowbrow artist, Ed Roth, and his main character throughout his career was Ratfink. So not only is this the mascot tattoo, but it's done Ratfink style, which I thought was ingenious on the artist's part or the client if he's the one who brought it up. Either way, executed well. Super cool that he's throwing in this kind of little hat tip to Big Daddy Ed Roth, but also then representing obviously his Phillies pride as well.
That's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, and that's, it's similar like that monster. The little lines make it really look like it's fur. Like there's something about like I have that on the Green Sky monster you did, but it's that same type of texture that it just, it makes it look like they're all furry. It's really neat.
Yeah, they nailed it. I thought that tattoo was clever and executed really well.
That's awesome. So if you're somebody that wants to do the sports team tattoo, but you're not sure about it, where do you start? Like what should you be thinking about?
Book a consultation, find an artist that you like or trust, or get a referral, and then at least have a general idea. Like, do you want a portrait? Do you just want the block numbers from their jersey or whatever? And then go in and talk to them about what options they think would work. And feel free to talk to a couple different artists.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their own style, so you don't have to just like, oh, my friend said go to Wes, and then you're like, wow, he was really pushing the patch tattoos. Those are cool, but I don't know if I want that on me. Then don't get, check out a couple other artists, and maybe you start seeing other things, from their portfolios, or just type in, if you know the theme, you can always type in, Cleveland Cavaliers tattoo. Google it and just kind of see some ideas and then bring in reference.
Yeah.
And then talk about how you can make your own unique version of something.
I feel like you mentioned Cleveland Cavs, you mentioned Cleveland teams in general. I feel like it's probably better to get your sports team tattoo when they're having a losing season, because then you really like them.
Right.
Versus don't wait till that unicorn Super Bowl year, and then suddenly 2 years later you're like, I'm not really into this team anymore. So definitely make sure that it's it's forever. So make sure it's a tattoo that you're going to want to look at forever.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, this is that's about it for this episode of Skin Deep Podcast. A little bit of a different take. Hopefully the audio works out and we're able to make this work. And if not, we'll shoot it again. I'm Neighbor Nate.
Cheers, folks.
That's Wes.